You're gonna have to tell me what.
I just got older.
Right, I can't even remember your name, but that's okay.
Bob.
How far back would the river be?
Oh, 300 yards.
Yeah.
It would be from here to where those high trees are there.
Yeah.
That was just up on the wall in the house. And they said they just sold the place, so I asked her for it.
I think if that's going to work, then we'll do it.
Good. If it doesn't, they'll let me know. I didn't lie.
I don't know, the rest of the family, are you going to leave that? Okay. You have a bag.
Same with you. You're in there too.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I like to do myself. What are you doing?
Where'd you get her?
So when you don't get it, Mom. No, you don't get it.
You don't get it, Mom.
I know. Look at me.
Got a reason with a 10-year-old.
I'll get it for you. So you put half in the bucket, you give half to the person, and then when you draw one from the bucket, they can check their tickets in their pocket, okay?
Oh man, good luck, Hal.
Just trust her.
You know what I mean? So this goes.
Hanley, what have you got there?
Got a teddy bear.
Is that your own? Or is that one of the gifts?
It's the gift.
That's pretty cute. Is that one of the prizes too, the kangaroo?
Yeah.
Those are very cute ones. What have they got over there? Neat. Thanks. What are you guys doing with them?
How far did they get?
Well,
You have to go through the round robin phase and come into the place in one of the pools. They were fifth.
Mike's daughter.
Special gauge or something.
They made all those little booths.
Everything's metric, I assume.
Mike, excuse me for dropping. There's blue in here and there's Clamato
Okay, I think I have your money. 2.
All right.
Is I gotta count it again. 2, 4,
Hey, we love chips,
8,
but
10.
hey, we love chips, but do we have to walk to get them?
Probably.
Okay.
Was anybody
Thank you, Papa.
How come I didn't get bills?
We're bringing our jewelry for
What am I going to do with all this?
Yeah, I'll hold on to it for you.
I mean, why did you bring me all this silver? Why didn't you just give me some $15?
It didn't work out that way.
Since Grandpa, you always give me the change.
I don't know if I should bet on him.
How do you remember
Yes. And then I'd like to bet on number 3 for the second race. I hate number 4. Yeah, just go on number 3.
No, I hate number
3.
1.
And number 3.
Yeah.
Especially because it's a star tracker.
Yeah.
Especially.
And then for the last race, I'd like to bet 1 on number 2, 1 on number 5, and 1 on number 6.
I don't know what to be ciders for this. Okay.
Put it down.
And then just take this around. Yeah, good.
Okay, Shauna, poke your head around the corner so we can see you. There we are.
Holy smokes, Liberty World. That's a collector's item. Don't open it.
Matter of fact, as a result of the other building workshop, oh, it is.
Oh, Dominic, all kinds of connections.
So Arizona.
Coming soon.
Gene and I are retiring next year.
Paid up now. You're going to university. Right? Right. Maybe university.
Carl could wear his because his glasses? No, because Kelly would wear one, but you have to wear one now. Okay, Dad. You're my spouse. Okay, you guys around the time capsule, around the rocket ship.
Okay.
On either side, somebody on Alex on the other side.
So, Carl, did you think it would come to this?
Okay, so
I'll get it your way, darling, if you want to.
okay, let's just see. It doesn't have a very wide angle.
What's 21 now?
So now it's my turn. Are you doing this?
Now who's running this booth?
Harmony, it's your booth, right?
Yeah.
You bet. I just want to win this one. Can you hold on?
So do I. That's what I'm going to do. It's a race.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, I gotta find the glitter in my pocket.
Oh, save that for Debbie. Yeah, save it for Debbie, not Andy. I'm in there.
Hey, Alex.
And Larry's going to go home and say,
It's more like you're doing really well in your garden.
oh, God. That's it, Tom. We want you there. This is Trevor or Philip. God, I can't tell.
Right about here. Stand right there. Okay, take it. Here.
Got Larry in there with you. Over, Larry.
All right, there we go. I am so sexy with my boots. I'll behave.
Kathleen, it's not turned on yet. Push the button on the back.
I feel like good man.
Yeah. Can you make that we could heat up the French bread, the garlic bread in it?
Sure.
Okay.
So, Alex, you win any money?
What?
You win some money?
2, 3, make that over the hurdle. Oh, keep going. One more. 4. Number 1, move 3 more. Come on, kid. 1, 2, 3, Let's hear it for this jockey.
Come on, 4.
Tried to move it around. Number 2 moves 2.
How about number 5, Brian?
Number 5 moves 6.
Thank you.
What about number 4?
Where's number 5?
Number 6 moves 6.
Well, I know.
Oh, here it comes. Number 2 moves 1. Number 5 moves 1. Number 3 moves 1. And number 4 moves 4. Makes it.
Yes.
Number 5 moves 4. Number 6 moves 1.
Where's Larry?
Good February, eh? That jacket?
Yeah. Back east. What the? Here we go. Look out.
Early 60s.
Okay. John's got the movie camera going. Cheers.
And if you think about it,
Rob, you got to be all
I don't
danced
think
out.
we had that in Canada.
He's been dancing at a storm. Did you get to dance with him?
Am I on microphone now? I better shut up.
No microphone. Go ahead, say it.
It's all on tape.
Microphone, you sure?
We see
They ain't got a microphone. Yeah, there's no sound on this.
Isn't that a great balloon, man? I got 20 balloons here, fellas. 20, only 20 balloons at $5 each.
That's right. So William
Tried to sell them to Stan. He wouldn't go for it.
I just found out it's called the Caesar.
I told Marshall, Grandpa wouldn't buy one, so I can't
Because
keep
it's
it.
the dye, the special way it's dyed, right? Yellow on the top and brown on the bottom.
A pan. Anybody got a pan? I have a pan. Always got a pan. No, don't go all the way clear.
Elaine's getting one.
Rather than explain the.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
That was Bernie agreed. You know, that was Bernie's
Okay.
feeling as well.
Okay.
Is that everybody? Okay. Now, Bernie.
Remember to put the
Okay. So take something that you think expresses for you something of beauty.
Well,
And children, you can each take, so you can take a street.
I was looking.
Now, where's Billy? I'll take her. Hang on to their celebration pieces during Mass. And also the adults with their banner with a figure. And then you'll be called to bring them up in the middle. Okay? So if you don't mind just hanging on to them. Okay, who's got the music? Who's got the voice? Yeah?
Which one are we starting with? What are we saying?
The first one. We are one in the spirit? Oh, yes. Is that the first one?
no, this is light of mine.
No, we don't start with that. We are one in the spirit. Oh, great. We all know it. Is it not on any of them?
Yeah, they are in some, Mark. They are in some, yeah.
Okay, do you have We Are One in the Spirit?
No.
Oh, I thought you did.
But this little light of mine.
We are one in the Lord.
We are one in the Spirit, we are one in the Lord, and we pray that our unity may one day be restored.
And they know we are Christians by our love.
By our love, yes, they'll know we are Christians by our love.
Okay.
We will walk with each other, we will walk hand in hand, we will. May one day be restored. We will know we are Christians by our love. By our love, yes, they'll know we are Christians by our love.
We will.
Good on him.
As we gather for our celebration, there will be an opportunity to receive Holy Communion later on in the celebration. We'd like to invite those who will receive Holy Communion to raise their hands so that we can count the number of folks that will need to be consecrated. Obviously, the children who have not made their first Holy Communion should not plan on receiving, and adults who will not be receiving Holy Communion are invited to come forward with those who will receive, to cross their hands on their breast and to receive a blessing and feel very comfortable in coming forward and doing that. But for those adults who will receive Holy Communion, you're invited just to raise one hand. Mary will count them, so we'll have enough votes for everybody to receive. Thanks.
Vanity of vanities, says the teacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. Sometimes one who has toiled with wisdom, knowledge, and skill must leave all to be enjoyed by another who did not toil for it. There is also vanity and great evil. What do mortals get from all the toil and strain with which to toil under the sun? For all their days are full of pain, and their work is vexation. Even at night their minds do not rest. This is also vanity. The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Responsorial Psalm. O Lord, you have been our refuge.
O Lord, you have been our refuge.
You turn us back to dust and say, turn back, you mortals, for 1,000 years in your sight are like yesterday when it is past, or like a watch in the night. O Lord, you have been our refuge.
So if you have been raised with Christ, seek the things that are above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things that are above, not on things that are on earth. For you have died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God. When Christ, who is your life, is revealed, then you also will be revealed with him in glory. Put to death, therefore, whatever in you is earthly: fornication, impurity, passion, evil desire, and greed, which is idolatry. Do not lie to one another, seeing that you have stripped off the old self with its practices, and have clothed yourselves with the new self, which is being renewed in knowledge according to the image of its Creator. In that renewal there is no longer Greek and Jew, circumcised and uncircumcised, barbarian, Scythian, slave and free, but Christ is all and in all. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God.
I'd like you all to stand for the Hallelujah verse.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. There are so many wonderful things that happen this weekend. Just the sheer number of us who come, the horse races, the carnival, the eating together and the long conversations, the connecting with our cousin Larry, getting to know him and him getting to know us, and not knowing that he even was around until just recently. But Mass is a time to take a moment to celebrate the reason that we come together to celebrate. This year the theme is space. At first it appears far removed from this celebration, but is it? I'm going to repeat something that Carita Kent said, and Carita Kent was an Immaculate Heart sister that taught at Sacred Heart School. I think I had her in grade 4. Mary and Dawn and the others that were at school then, Martin would have been there then, would have known her. She developed as a wonderful artist, actually a worldwide known artist, and also a person who had the ability to put into words simply some very complex ideas. And this is a quote from her. She said, "To understand is to stand under, which is to look up, which is a good way to understand. Think of looking up at the night sky. It's difficult not to be filled with wonder at the beauty, the vastness, the complexity of space. This sense of wonder is a reflection of our spiritual side. It is God in our lives. So it is this spirituality that we celebrate. We are here to acknowledge the importance of recognizing spirituality in our lives. Everything is good that God has created. Each one of us, the love of family, the wonder of space, the beauty of the planet we live on. We have some visuals of some of the wonders of God's creation, which you've been carrying as placards. We would ask you to come and place them not before the altar, but if you could place them against the ribbon so that they will stand up. And I think I will call each person in turn, and you can name what your what beautiful thing of God's creation that you have in your hand. Clara, would you go first?
I'm holding a seagull.
Beautiful. Jen? Well, you can just pull that down a bit. I made it too high.
Can we just tie it?
No, just pull the ribbon down.
I have a bird. I chose it for its gift of song.
Ah, beautiful. Jim?
I have a bear, which of course is rather symbolic of the Earl Hanley side of the clan.
Chris?
I have cat.
Uh-huh. And Laura?
I have a child for the wonder of children.
Jennifer, is that yours beside you?
It is. I have a raccoon.
Uh-huh. Do you have raccoons in Tofino?
Well, many.
Debbie?
I have the sea and all its bounty.
Wow. Suzanne?
I have the lizard. I didn't really know what I was choosing.
Mark, Robin is over.
Okay, Robin.
I have the Luna moth.
Aha. Beautiful. Leah.
Okay.
And Drew, would Drew like to go with Leah?
Okay, I got a baby tiger.
Oh,
Wonderful.
beautiful. Willie, what have you got? Is it a bug? There are so many bugs we've never seen.
Under the sea.
It's something from the sea. Okay. Can you put it up there? Elaine?
Oh gosh. Okay, I've got a field of green, which is bountiful.
You bet. Good. Suzanne? Aha.
What has Suzanne got?
An elephant.
Elephant, holy night.
And Debbie, are you going to hold that one up? Okay.
I have a fish.
Beautiful. And Joy?
I have, I think, space.
You have something
The
from
wonder
space.
and mystery of space.
Great. Bev?
Well, I have a fawn, and it reminds me of all of our young ones.
You bet. And Sean? Or Stephanie, are you going to do it, Steph? Sean?
I've got flowers that are going to keep on blooming.
Oh, good. Bernadette?
Squirrel.
Carolyn and Ellie?
Speak for yourself.
Ellie, what do you have? Beautiful. And Dan?
The milkwood field.
Did I miss anybody? Dan.
Koala bear.
Okay. You saw those in Australia?
I sure did.
And Kevin?
Kevin, where are you, Kevin? Oh, Kevin. Okay. The whale. Did we get everybody? Okay, thank you, everyone.
May you all stand and proclaim our faith which we just expressed with you. Pictures. I believe in God the Father Almighty. Lord, you give us the strength of new life by the gift of Eucharist. Protection of other prayers for the redemption of our sister Christ. The Lord be with you.
also with you.
May God bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Go now and enjoy the coming weekend.
Thanks, Phil.
God bless. Bye.
He's got the whole world
In his hands, he's got the whole wide world. In his hands, he's got the whole world. In his hands, he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got my brothers and my sisters. In his hands, he's got my brothers and my sisters. In his hands, he's got my brothers and my sisters. In his hands, he's got the whole world in his hands. Andrew, in his hands, he's got Kenny and Lisa. In his hands, he's got Eric and Ian. In his hands, he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got Claire and Anna. In his hands, he's got Samantha and Jordan.
I think.
Yeah.
And at a signal, it will be an expression of our love and prayers going to the people in the family that have gone before us. So all of the people at the front, Lloyd and Lloyd and Elder,
Pick up the
Earl,
little blower, someone's going to stand
Doreen
on
and
it,
Walter.
and that's the end of it.
Oh, I see.
You know.
Have you got it there now? Yeah.
That was a
The
point.
children be ready to get a balloon.
Oldest, because the youngest will let it go.
The youngest one let the balloon go.
Don't let it go yet.
Hold on, don't let it go.
Ali, you got your balloon.
Don't let it go yet.
One at a time.
Now you can go and stand out in the field over here.
Don't let it go, because it'll go up in the sky. Go stand out in the field.
Let's get the youngest one.
And together, you guys. Over there, my Uncle Dan.
Oh, sorry, by Uncle Dan. Sorry, I was leading you the wrong way.
Hannah, we're going to go by Uncle Dan. Hang on to it.
I think if they let go, it's going to go straight up, so.
I want everybody under 10 years old first.
You under 10 years old first.
Then give it to the big guys behind you. They can do the round. Marshall needs one. Dad, Marshall and Dad.
You won't let yours go though. You want to put it on your area.
For Alex. She's not here.
All the ocean is there.
Oh, there's Willie's
Okay, come on guys, let's get together.
What are you doing over there?
Come on over here. Happy.
What?
Okay. Over there, we look at one guy who's got a balloon. Where is he? There you, come here.
How about on your knee like this, Ram?
Hey, you go. Who loves those other guys? Or worship rock? Worship rock?
Face the camera, Laura.
Don't tell you when to do it.
So all the balloons gonna get.
Okay, who's going to give the signal?
Okay, Dan's going to give the signal. Okay, Dan. Dan.
Okay, ready? Ready? 1, 2. We let the balloon go at 3. 1, 2, 3, go!
Gary, let her hang on to it.
That's not too bad.
Oh, you're welcome.
Really cool, eh, Will?
Yeah. Hey, Al.
Down there for Okay, dear, I've got our coffee.
You asked Nanny because I think we have some pop up in the. It's in my. What I'll do, I'll give you the key.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had a double header when this one hit.
No.
Yep.
That is huge, Mike.
How big is it?
20.
Wow, that's excellent. And how big is yours, Al? I didn't weigh, but I think it's about 5. Yeah.
Holy
Right
mac.
on. Show the camera.
I think you guys have done it already. Holy cow, you were quick.
You guys want a chocolate bar?
Oh, Mommy! I came in a long time.
Oh, you came right in. I can smell that bad. I don't know what's going on.
Babe. Let's do one.
But these two, when she needed sugar and salt and pepper, when she turned to me, that's even the watermelon was brought here whole. It's a shame how some people just let themselves go. I prepared for every contingency. Kathy grunted as she moved her giant Rubbermaid coat labeled Earthquake kit out of the way. It's his duty to let Larry know about possible skullduggery at the Sunday afternoon golf match. It's Martin you've really got to look out for. Tom and Jim are bad, but at least they're usually only guilty of some last-minute fudging of their scores. Martin will lie to you up front. Martin admits that the Texas Scramble format might lead to a looser interpretation of the rules of fair play, but denies he'd do anything as low as kick his ball a little closer to the green. Don't you believe it, Stan retorted. You've only got to look at them to see how devious they are. They've all got that cross-dominant hand-eye Stan says the golf results bear out his contentions. My obviously superior team was robbed of victory by a group of ringers Jim placed at the last hole. He just couldn't stand the thought that a non-Hanley might win. And lastly,
Life's most embarrassing moment relived. Mary says she was somewhat surprised by the what to bring list Debbie T compiled for this year's menu. I'm sure there's a hidden message in there meant to embarrass me, Mary mused. Debbie states positively that this was entirely coincidental that Mary was asked to bring 2 containers of handy wipes, one for each toilet. Family members present last summer will recall Mary's traumatic experience with the urinal case, which she mistook for a bar of pink soap in a little gray
Mary maintains that anyone could have made the same error. Most family members nodded agreement, although some muffled sniggering was heard from Martin.
Okay.
Record is the one, remember?
For me, one of the great joys of coming to the weekend always is the element of surprise. That's why we keep the theme a secret right up until the end. And I love to see what people have done with the theme. It's always, indescribably wonderful. And the idea of how the time capsule should be approached and the rocket ship, and especially the sheets for us to write our memories on, required a lot of hard work on the part of 3 of my very favorite cousins out of many of them. Kathy, Joy, and Carolyn, can you please come up?
capsule? Well, the time capsule, as you know, everybody, I hope we've gotten absolutely everybody has completed their personal data and response sheet, and that's gone into a binder with a photo. And we're going to have that inside the time capsule, as well as some little mementos or just any little thing. Like we put in a few things that maybe, you know, the kids might remember from this particular weekend. So if anybody thinks of anything else they want to pop in there, we've got plastic bags and labels, and we've still got, you know, some room in the time capsule. So this is all going to be put together, as well as a copy of the invitation and some of the songs and anything else that people added. One thing I am looking for, is there anybody who made one of those beautiful hats that would like to volunteer to put it in the time capsule?
Oh, me! Me!
All right! That would be really nice to have it in there. And
That's great.
as well,
You want to get in the time capsule or
one of the things that has gone in there is we went around and took the sort of a measurement of all the children, and they're all going to compare to see how much they've grown 5 years from now. Well, we also had a certain person who wants to see if they shrink 5 years from now. He shall remain nameless, except he's wearing a green jacket, a red shirt. He's standing up there. He's got a wig. So we shall compare in 5 years to see whether standing can. We're pretty sure he's not going to grow anymore.
Alex thinks he's going to beat me next year.
So the time capsule is going to be officially sealed at the end of this evening, and it is going to be kept in a very safe place up the island. We shall keep that hush hush for now. It may have leaked. If it's leaked out, you know, please don't tell anybody where it's being kept. And 5 years from now, in the year 2006, we shall have a ceremony and opening and get back to look at our things. I'm gonna leave the binder there if you want to have a look, but that's gonna, you know, within the hour it's gonna be sealed up. Okay?
That's a great idea.
Tom, I'm bringing this stool 5 years.
We had you bring your boarding passes, and we've got a few prizes to award. We're just going to draw names at random. Okay. How come we have so many more adults putting their names in for a prize? First one, Will.
Yeah, you wet.
You're sour.
I hope it's edible.
Kate Turner.
Where's Kate?
Kate, where are you?
Here she comes. Oh boy, you lucky girl.
Kate.
Wow.
Oh, Katie.
Kate. Tom.
Tom.
Tom, definitely.
Well, somebody put it
Allie and Suzanne.
Go through here. Lucky girl.
Sure, you've got your names on one board. Mike Province. Well, somebody put your name in.
Maggie Butler.
You lucky girl. Isn't that nice?
Guess who took it?
Yeah.
Paige Kaiser.
Holy smokes! Oh, she's rich. Don't give it to him, he'll eat them all.
Madeline. The weekend just
Okay, so everybody,
the weekend just wouldn't be complete without a little bit of sentimentality. It's really the only opportunity we have to be together. And so it's important that we use these occasions to say some pretty important things, I think. And before we get started, I want to officially welcome, on behalf of all of the BC Hanleys, our newfound cousin, Larry Sullivan. This is our first reunion of the 21st century. Our theme this year was space, and I used the caption 2001, A Family Odyssey. Now, space can represent the future, and an odyssey is a long journey. And if you remember, we looked back to the start of our journey by thinking about our grandparents and our Irish heritage. And so this year, what we want to do is look forward to our voyage continuing into the future. Will our ship make it? And because it's the 21st century, we're no longer on a sea ship, we're on a starship. Will we make it? It's a question that we've thought about over the last couple of years. How is it that after 26 reunions, we've managed to maintain this momentum? And thinking about it this weekend, I think I have another piece of the answer. This weekend would not be the success it is if it was not for the participation of the children. We come to share your fun and your excitement and your enthusiasm. Margaret said at Mass that space also could represent the wonders of the universe. And for you kids, everything is a wonder. Everything is a challenge, an opportunity, a possibility. And sometimes we adults forget that. We get bogged down in details. We're so practical and so realistic that sometimes we forget about our dreams. And having you here reminds us of how important it is to have dreams and goals. I'll give you an example.
if you had asked us to have a fun fair, we would have thought about it, and we probably could have done it. But we'd have worried about, do we have the time? Who are we going to get to help? And what if we set it up and nobody comes? We might have even talked ourselves out of the idea altogether. But you guys have a fun fair and say, we're going to have a fun fair. And we need to do this, and we need to do that. And I have to ask so-and-so to do this, and so-and-so to do that. And we're going to have a wonderful time, and it will be a big success. And by God, you were right. I don't think anybody had a bad time at that fun fair, and I can tell you, that hat decorating stand, there wasn't anyone younger than 30.
That's good.
There was somebody as old as 80.
And there was someone as old as 80, Andy Flo, right. I just marvel when I come here at how the kids have changed. They've grown up, not only physically, but certainly intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually. It is just an absolute joy to come and see them play together. Will our ship make it into the next century? You bet it will. For a while yet, we adults will steer the ship. But remember our song from last year? Navigation's an art. Has much with your hands, you sail with your heart. And you kids are our heart. We want you to keep dreaming and setting big goals for yourselves. Because in a few years, you'll be setting the course we sail. And I can hardly wait to see where you bring us. It will be awesome. Woo! It's the start of the 21st century, and there's never a bad time to introduce a new tradition. Someone told me, and it's going to be either Eleanor or Mary or Mark or all three. What do people need? They need love. They need respect. They need recognition. And I want to especially recognize members of our younger generation this year. Jeanne and I have created a new society. I'm very fond of images, and I've seen this image used a lot in Mary's work. It's on our family tree. Ben toured us through the play school a few weeks ago, and I saw it on your walls. Think of a cocoon. It's protected, it's contained, but one day it opens up, and one of those wonders of the universe comes out. It's so beautiful. And you think it's fragile, but it's so strong. It can fly thousands of miles. We've created our Butterfly Odyssey Guild. Membership criteria. Participation, it's a given. I have used an age thing. The older boys, yes, you sure qualify, but I'm not sure that you want us to call you butterflies. But if you do, come on up. Come on up. And I have, for now, kept it to the kids where I thought they would understand what this is all about. It is fun, but it always has a little bit of seriousness about it. So the younger ones, they'll have their chance. But I've got 12 people that we would like to honor and induct them into our Hall of Fame, as it were. And we're going to call out their names if they can come up and please be honored. Kelly Turner. Kelly Turner. Stephanie. William. Meryl.
Where is she? There she is.
Suzanne? Leah? Or Butterfly Odyssey Guild? I tell you, after 26 years, the Hanley Cup is taking on a greater and greater significance. And because we were honoring children this year, I did think about how could we use the Hanley Cup in honoring our third generation people. But I thought maybe it looked a little drab. And there are so many of us. And maybe I don't have that many more years to make the award, that we thought, why don't we have 2 awards? We'd have one for our younger generations and one for our senior generations. So, we have now, as a new tradition, we will be awarding.
Oh.
I'm reminded of the commercial. Just a second. Can you hear it?
Not very well.
No.
It plays
Maybe.
Wind Beneath My Wings.
Oh, okay.
And just funny, reminded of the commercials. Butterfly pin, 75 cents, dollar store. Butterfly paper to make scrolls, 33 cents, Michael's Crafts. Music box to make Butterfly Award, $4.99, Value Village. But Butterfly Award winners, priceless. This is where I get to say something nice about the winners. I think I'll call their names and then I'll say something nice. The inaugural Butterfly Award, year 2001, Allie and Suzanne.
Now you guys just stay there. Stay there. Okay, gotta get a picture. It's a minute. Okay.
Great.
Terrific.
Do you want me to say something nice about you?
Okay, girls.
Big smiles.
There we go.
And remember, you've got to take care of it and bring it back next year.
Fantastic.
I didn't say something. I didn't realize how important the family weekend was going to be until I was well into my 30s. These two figured it out years ago. Allie phoned me, probably the 3rd week in June, and she asked me what the theme was because she wanted to prepare, and I hesitated. And then I thought, well, it doesn't matter if she tells people what it is because the invitations are going out in another couple of days anyways. But she didn't tell.
Oh boy.
She understands how important that is to me and what it means to have a surprise. Uncle Ben tried to give her $10 and she won't tell. They've helped organize the fun fair for 2 years and they're both very special girls. Congratulations.
That's great. That's a good idea.
Yeah. I think we got to put flowers on it or something. Mark and Mary, can you come up because I'd like you to present it to this year's. We've been very lucky as a family. But as in every family, not everything goes perfectly. There are disappointments, Some large, some small, some recent, some long ago. Every family has to deal with them. I'm always impressed, and I don't mean to be flippant about personal problems that people go through, but still these people manage to show up during the year to our Boxing Day and our family weekend celebrations, and they have a wonderful outlook of just, that's life, you have to get on with it. It's difficult enough when you're my age or older to deal with things that can create tremendous stress. When you're young and you have to deal with those things, and you deal with them in such a mature, loving, responsible, I can't think of enough superlatives way, you're very special people indeed. This couple, just a month ago, formalized their commitment to each other and their 2 sons, and he's been coming to these reunions since before he was born. Trevor and Linda.
You're a deserving couple. We're proud to give it to you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Trevor, you gotta get a speech. Come on, Trevor. Now, can you just take a picture, Rob? Okay, I'll just show you. Okay.
Now, as if you haven't gotten tired of talking to me long enough. We're getting close to the end of the day, and Father Bernie wants to say something else, but hey, I've been waiting like 38 years to say this. My fondest wish is that the family will continue to live long.
Okay, now, okay.
I can only do it left hand, and I can't do it right hand.
Sorry.
So, Bernie, you're welcome.
While
You gotta come back.
while Kathleen and Jan have your attention, I want to mention that I have a set of golf clubs that I'd like to give to somebody. It's a set of adult golf clubs. They're complete. There's the golf clubs, there's the bag, and the cart. And anybody's welcome to have it for nothing. The only unfortunate thing is that Tiger Woods borrowed them from me one time, but I can't recall whether it's when he won the U.S. Open or the Canadian Open. But in any case, the clubs are there. What I was going to suggest was that if you were to write me a note and just say that you're interested in having them, if only one person writes, they're yours. And if more than one person writes, then we'll maybe pick them out of a hat and they're yours. The other thing is that I have a set of skis. They're as good as brand new. The poles are there. The canvas bag goes with them. They've only been used a few times. I don't plan to use them again, and I'd like to give them to somebody for nothing.
I remember you using them last time. And I'm telling you,
I came down the side of the Alps. Anyway, the trouble is when I came down the side of the Alps, I ended up coming down on the seat of my pants. But anyway, if someone wants a set of skis with poles and a bag, apparently in new condition.
Thank you all. Claire, Kathleen,
Okay, come on, you guys.
hey, I'm just a slave.
Bob, and everybody. I think we should give them a big round of applause.
That's good. That's good. One time.
And those
that haven't donated yet towards the cost of the weekend, remember it's $600 to rent the property, another $300 for those porta potties. So anyone that's not renting cabins would like to put a little donation in, we'll take it.
Can I ask
We'll
you
take whatever everybody's going.
can I ask you to put your hands together for 2 more people? For Debbie and Rob.
Yes.
For the job they did.
American